Bro, this is hilarious. All right, there we go. Hilarious.
Creepy?
Look at him, dude.
North Korea. He's just 36 years old, but he commands the world's fourth largest military. He has nuclear weapons. And his family
has ruled over their people using violence and terror for over 70 years.
Oh my God.
But Kim is a man torn between two worlds. The traditions of his brutal communist past and the need to become a legitimate modern leader.
Could you imagine?
That is his
him,
dilemma. Am I going to come out
Can
and
you
become
imagine?
a cleaner, softer dictator?
Cleaner,
or am I
softer
going
dictator.
to continue to retain this criminal regime that I inherited from my grandfather and my father? And that
Versus a
dilemma,
cleaner, softer
you know what?
dictator.
It could be the end of the Kim dynasty.
Hold on, wait. What? You gotta be kidding me. Hold on, wait. Let's just start from right here. Oh my God. No, I want to start it from the top. Okay. Let me move that face cam up just a little bit. Here it is. No, that's fine. We can just do that. That works. All right, here we go.
This is Kim Jong-un, ruler of North Korea. He's just 36 years old, but he commands the world's fourth largest military. He has nuclear weapons. And his family has ruled over their people using violence and terror for over 70 years.
Look at.
But Kim is a man torn between two worlds. The traditions of his brutal communist past and the need to become a legitimate modern leader.
That is his dilemma. Am I going to come out and become a cleaner, softer dictator?
A cleaner, softer dictator.
Or am I going to continue to retain this criminal regime that I inherited from my grandfather and my father? And that dilemma,
be a cleaner,
you know what?
softer dictator.
It could be the end of the Kim dynasty.
North Korea inside the mind of a dictator. ceiling was high as well. Like 30-foot ceiling. Crazy.
Kim Jong-un is only the third man to rule North Korea. He is following his grandfather and father in the role of supreme leader. They rule over their people as gods.
I mean, how was it? Let's be real.
In the
That
10th
coat,
year
though.
of his rule, Kim Jong-un is at a crossroads. He's a dictator with a decision to make. Should he try to drag North Korea into the modern world and become a legitimate country, but risk losing his grip on power? Or should he continue to run a rogue state like his grandfather and father before him?
Yeah. I know what I would do.
If I compare it to a movie, I would say it's Godfather 3. And that's when Michael
That
Corleone
coat is
wants to become
crazy,
a
though.
legitimate
That's
businessman
all I know.
and head of a business conglomerate
For a
out from
fact.
the shadows of the mafia regime that he
Undisputable fact.
inherited. But without the mafia state, the Kim regime would not function. Why? Because it is under heavy sanctions, the only way that it can make hard currency is by illicit trade.
Right, but nobody want to talk
The
about
North
that,
Korean
though.
regime is in many respects a huge criminal cartel.
Guns, drugs, counterfeit cash, and cybercrime bring in an estimated $2 billion a year for Kim to spend.
$2 billion.
That's his personal piggy bank.
Person.
And that is the way the Kim Jong-un regime is sustained.
Of course.
Recently, Kim has shown signs of modernizing. He's been stepping out with his first lady
Got to, you know what I mean?
and meeting other world leaders. But in 2017, he was dragged back into his family business.
Dragged, they say. It's like he wanted to get up out, but you know what I mean? Kept
This is
dragging
his
him back
elder
down in.
half-brother, Kim Jong-nam,
There's nothing he could do.
who was overlooked for succession. He left North Korea for a quiet life in China, surfacing on camera from time to speak out against the regime. But then it seemed Kim Jong-nam crossed a line.
Kim Jong-nam.
During the
Said Kim
course of my
Jong-nam.
reporting, I was told by a person with good connections to the intelligence community in the United States that Kim Jong-nam had in fact been an informant to the CIA and was
Snitching.
supplying information about Kim Jong-un to them.
Of course. He has to go.
These CCTV images show him meeting his suspected handler.
Oh, they got him. It's done.
A fascinated news media shadowed his every move.
He still had very good connections to the regime. So for the CIA to be able to recruit Kim Jong-nam as an informer and to get whatever information he had, it would have been a huge deal for them. This would also have been considered very treasonous by Kim Jong-un.
It seems the time had come for Kim to deal with his older brother.
That's crazy. Older brother snitching. Older brother snitching. Could you imagine? Can't believe if I was like in that position.
February
and my brother
13th,
was snitching.
2017. Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Kim Jong-un's brother enters the terminal unaware that two female assassins are also at the airport.
What? That is insane. Is that her?
Now, for the first time on television, one of the assassins tells her full extraordinary story.
What? How'd she escape? What happened?
It begins with her being recruited by a man who claimed to be a TV producer.
Pada waktu pertama saya kenal James tuh orangnya baik, terus kayak lucu juga kan. Ikut syuting, katanya ikut syuting gimana, saya bilang kan. Syuting kayak buat lucu-lucuan gitu, lucu-lucuan gimana, kayak gimana ya. Terkenal kayak boom-boom prank. Jadi saya juga mikirnya, oh ya udahlah gitu.
For months, Kim Jong-un's agents groomed City and another young woman to ambush unsuspecting members of the public and smother their faces with cosmetic creams in what they thought were hidden camera show stunts.
Oh, so she thought it was like a
Saya kerap
prank or
dan sering itu melakukan prank. Dipakai hand body dan pakai baby gitu, baby oil gitu. Jadi saya rasa ya seperti biasa aja gitu.
City's handler arranges a meeting at a cafe in the airport. There, she is to receive details of the target.
Terus pas hari hanya kan, kebetulan kan memang di KLA kan lumayan rame. Nanti kalau misalnya kalau kamu acting yang ini ya katanya bagus ini, nanti kemungkinan bos juga akan kasih kamu bonus lagi.
What? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Dia ke saya dan bilang itu
They straight
orangnya.
just manipulated her to do that. She has no
Pas
idea
tuh
that
saya
she's an
bilang yang
assassin.
mana gitu kan. Itu yang pakai jaket warna abu-abu katanya gitu kan. Yang mana? Itu oh yang botak, aku bilang kan. Kasih oh ya gitu saya ke tangan saya gitu.
This time, it isn't baby oil, but a deadly nerve agent.
What?
As Kim Jong-un's brother
nerve
heads to
agent.
his flight, the two women make their move.
Langsung
What
kayak
is a
mengamuk
nerve
gitu,
agent?
habis ngamuk saya juga grogi. Cepat mungkin kan meninggalkan juga, ya udah aku juga buru-buru.
Seeking help, Kim Jong-nam heads for the airport's medical facility.
So at this point, Kim Jong-nam is in the infirmary, and he is behind the door. And this is where this image gets very scary. There's a gentleman in all black walking near this door, okay? And he's got a rolly suitcase.
Dude, she's so
He's
sweet.
checking in to
Look
make
at
sure that
this
Kim
lady.
Jong-nam is receiving
Oh,
medical. Scary. There's a gentleman in all black walking near this door, okay? And he's got a
Dude.
rolly suit.
This lady is like that's actually pretty funny. Like, it's so crazy. This lady is like knocked out, dude. Like that's actually pretty funny.
Suitcase.
All right, here it says a.
He's checking in to make sure that Kim Jong-nam is receiving medical treatment. This is one of the operatives. It's a very elaborate operation. It's very old school.
The operation plays out like a Cold War spy caper. There are lookout men, a chemist to handle the nerve agent,
A chemist.
a getaway driver, and a team leader codenamed Grandpa.
Grandpa here.
The young women have no idea.
So it says a nerve agent is a highly toxic chemical weapon that attacks the nervous system. It works by blocking an enzyme called acetylcholinesterase. Now I have to like figure out how to say that. Copy. Hold on a minute. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah.
Acetylcholinesterase. Acetylcholinesterase.
Acetylcholinesterase.
Acetylcholinesterase.
Acetylcholinesterase.
Acetylcholinesterase.
Acetylcholinesterase. That's crazy. British pronunciation.
Acetylcholinesterase.
Wow.
Acetylcholinesterase.
Acetylcholinesterase. That's crazy. Wow. That is pretty insane. Okay, so nerve agent blocks the acetylcholinesterase, which is responsible for turning off muscle signals. Without this enzyme, the body's muscles and glands are constantly stimulated and cannot relax. Wow. This leads to a total system overload, causing symptoms like seizures, loss of body control, paralysis. Wow. It's kind of crazy. Can't imagine
Idea what they've
going
done.
through something like that. It's almost like having like a permanent cramp, like a muscle cramp.
They are soon apprehended by the local Malaysian police.
Right.
Polisi juga nanya-nanya apa yang kamu lakukan di airport itu. Emangnya kenapa? Saya bilang kan. Terus polisi itu tiba-tiba bangun, kamu tahu nggak apa yang kamu lakuin katanya.
Damn.
Kamu itu terlibat pembunuhan oleh adiknya presiden.
The trial creates shockwaves
Bro, that's
around the
crazy.
world.
She's been charged for the most serious crime in the country, the crime of murder. For the offense of murder, there's only one punishment, and that is death, by hanging.
Wow. She didn't know what she was doing though.
Soon, the chemist of the gang is also apprehended.
Wow.
He is caught on camera getting his story straight with North Korean embassy officials.
Wow.
This
Fellow
video
comrades were worried
evidence
about
helped
you. You
to
did a
build a
good
picture
job.
of a ruthless political assassination.
That's insane. Bro
Both
said you
women
did
were
it for the
released
party.
after spending 2 years in prison.
Sebelum kejadian ini terjadi, saya nggak tahu menau tentang Kim Jong Un. Nggak nyangka bisa sejauh ini terlibat terlibat kasus pembunuhan gitu.
Wow, that's actually kind of crazy.
Kim Jong Un's troublesome older brother was no more.
Kim Jong Un's half-brother died in such a terrible, humiliating way on camera. And Kim probably was very pleased that he was able to watch all of this.
Why? This is why I don't have
Amid
signal.
sobering scenes broadcast around the world,
I
Kim
swear.
Jong-nam's body is brought back to North Korea. It's accompanied by the same men spotted in the airport on the day he was murdered.
It was absolutely to send a message to do it in such a public way to everybody in North Korea and elsewhere that Kim will find you.
Wow.
To understand Kim Jong-un, it's helpful to know the world he grew up in. Deep beneath the surface of North Korea, his father created an elaborate hidden kingdom that his children inhabited.
North Korea has a separate parallel geography that exists outside of anything North Korean citizens would know about. It's a secret network that includes roads, railways, and tunnel systems. It's a way of concealing Kim's whereabouts from spy satellites. Currently, we're looking at Kim Jong-un's Kangdong VIP complex. Kangdong complex is one of the favorite complexes of the Kim family. Kim Jong-un
Bro,
spent a
imagine
lot of
having a
time there as a
complex.
child. So this is a portal tunnel. We can see the tunnel
Pretty
entrance.
sick though.
There's a road that goes under the Taedong River. So what Kim Jong-un could do
road that goes
is,
under the
instead
river,
of
you
going
say?
across that bridge, he would go through that tunnel, and that tunnel would take him under the Taedong River into tunnels under mountains to some unknown locale. And I call it the road to nowhere.
It's believed there are some 8,000 tunnels in North Korea,
That's crazy.
reaching up to 1,000 feet below the surface.
Well, I mean, of course they want
Some tunnels
just
are
in case
thought
they
to
feel
extend
like
more
they
than
have to go
30
to
miles,
America.
including an emergency escape route into China.
Sick.
So
I want
basically,
an
Kim
emergency
Jong-un
escape route
can
into
work in his office, take an elevator to a sub-basement level, get
Dude,
into a
this is
small
crazy.
motorcade, drive
An elevator.
underground,
Wow. Bro has like a
and that
trap door
explains a
that
lot
takes him
about
to
Kim
China.
Jong-un's personality.
He
Kim
has like
Jong-un
a
grew up
secret
like
toilet
that.
that will flush him straight
This
to
has
China.
been his entire life.
The early years of Kim Jong-un's childhood indoctrinated him in the ways of the Kim dynasty.
Indoctrinated.
Kim Jong-un grew up in this extremely dysfunctional, paranoid, secretive family.
Sounds like
It was
a,
impossible for
everyone-
Kim Jong-un to be a normal child. He was
Wow.
named the Little General. He had a real Colt pistol.
sick.
You know, he had real generals bowing to him.
Sick.
His father was Kim Jong-il,
Dude,
one of
he
the
has
most
like a certain
notorious
type of
dictators
aura.
in history.
Wow, look at that
A
aura.
man with a passion for banquets.
Dude, look at,
cognac,
hold on, wait. Oh, this little like sequence right here is just giving like powerful aura. Imagine think about it. It's like the mid to late 80s, you know. the number one head of like the world drug empire.
Colt pistol.
And
You know, he had
like,
real generals bowing to him.
just the head of the country. Look at this.
His father,
Look at that. What type of shirt is that?
was Kim Jong-il, one
It's
of
like
the
some
most
pajama
notorious
type,
dictators in history. A man with a passion for banquets.
This coat is crazy. It's like some satin suede. I don't even know what this is.
And Bond movies.
Kim Jong-il was generally paranoid. Around this period of time
Whoa,
for
look
Kim
at that
Jong-un,
glass.
there's a lot of restrictions on his movements and activity. And they have to bring in playmates. Well, you'd think they bring in other 7 or 8-year-old children, but you're starting to talk about 30 or 40-year-old bodyguards. And so Kim Jong-un grows up very close to his bodyguards because these are his playmates.
What? Okay.
Of all of Kim Jong-il's bodyguards, only one is known to have escaped North Korea.
Damn. Lee Yong-gu.
그러니까 그만큼 사상교육을 받을까 죽음으로 보답하는 게 김정일이 경호원이고 김정일이 친일이에요.
Correct.
예, 그때 당시에는 그 젊었으니까 기백이 넘치고.
Whoa. What is happening over here, bro?
젊었으니까 기백이 넘치고.
Was this him? Wow. Whoa. Did he throw a whole shovel at his chest? Hold on, wait. Was that the pointy end of a shovel? Hold on, wait. I gotta see. Yo. It was the whole, like... Oh, wait. How do you change the speed? Let's do, like, yeah, half speed. Okay. No way. You saw that, right? Bro took a whole like pointy end of the shovel to his chest.
그래서 첫째는 총이에요.
Can't even remember.
빵 김정일이 하고 이런 총
And people
쏘는
talk
거,
about the American
태권도
military.
하는 거
What
이거
the
많이
fuck is it?
죽여서.
Dude, this shit is crazy. Show me, like, at least, if you could show me a handful of Marines or some, like, Navy SEAL dudes that could do, like, a quarter of this shit, I will gladly silence myself. But this is like some Captain America super soldier shit right here.
빅토리 한 11장씩 하고 계속 타격 훈련을 하고.
Bro, it was like he was throwing real knives at his head and he was just like
이게
dodging it.
The
This is
bodyguard
crazy.
also remembers the current ruler of North Korea.
There's no way.
정훈이도 보고 정철이를 보고 여정이를 보고 별장에 나왔는데 그땐 작잖아요. 그러니까 그게
I'm sorry, but there's no
기밀적으로
way.
유지하고
If they had like 3 of those dudes just
집안에서
parachute
갇혀서
into like anywhere,
나서
it's
5년,
done.
6년 됐잖아요.
You need
다른
like
애들하고
4
만나는
North
일이
Korean
없으니까.
dudes and you could take over any country in the world.
제가 생각을
Yeah, they
해보면
train like those Shaolin monk
많이
dudes, like those dudes that like be like levitating and shit, like the dudes with the suit. It's insane. I'm sorry, but if you could throw an entire
Today, Kim
shovel at
Jong-un
some
still
dude's
surrounds
chest
himself
full
with these
force,
bodyguards.
and he just like takes it like nothing.
He has expanded the program, adding an elite
I'm
unit
literally
to handle internal threats.
The guys that protect him, despite the fact that they wear suits, these people are very similar to SAS or Navy SEALs in terms of their skills
Bro, they
and
look
training.
so official, so serious. Imagine you're
They
just walking
inspect
down the
his
street.
food. If you had a
just
sack
chilling,
of rice,
walking
that sack
home.
of rice is scrutinized
And then, like,
and
these fools
inspected
just, like,
for any
take
irregular
over the whole
grains.
street, like
and
they're
so
just
every
walking out.
bag of rice is a perfect bag of rice. They bring his toilet. There is a portable toilet because they don't want a foreign intelligence agency getting a hold of his feces
No
and then
way.
analyzing the blood contents for whatever diseases he might have.
So Kim Jong-un's psychology is deeply rooted in his father's totalitarian
Dude, when he
regime.
goes somewhere, they have like a private
But
toilet
there
so
is
they can
another
keep his
side to
poop.
Kim's experience. His school days.
They're all
in the
taking the
West.
picture with the pistols out like this. But hold on, wait. Dude, that's crazy.
Jong-un's psychology is deeply rooted in his father's totalitarian regime.
I'm sorry, but that picture is pretty hard. That's a pretty hard picture, I'm not gonna lie. Imagine you just get your whole squad together. And then like y'all just get together. Like, you know what I mean? It's official. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty tough.
But there is another side
Yeah,
to
it's
Kim's
just
experience.
like outrageously. Like who
His
thinks
school
up? Like who
days
comes up with this
in the
shit?
West.
You know what I mean? Like whoever came up with the background and like the interior design is just insane. It's kind of, it's kind of tough. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to, be offensive to anybody.
Kim
I'm not trying to
Jong-un
say,
is changing his
dictatorship is
country
cool,
with a
whatever.
new
But
style of leadership.
this outfit
It
that my man
includes
has
photo
is just something else
North
right
Korean
here. This is
style.
crazy. And then the fade too. With the,
Many think he's been influenced by the
crazy.
time he spent as a teenager in Switzerland.
I don't even know what to say. Right.
Living in the care of his maternal aunt and uncle, Kim Jong-un attended a regular public school in Bern.
No way. That's not true. So like, no wait, that is true. So he didn't just like stay there with the bodyguards and stuff. My man's was out here like in Europe when he was a kid.
My name is Nikola Kovacevic, and I know Kim Jong-un from my school in Switzerland. So
What, this much hair?
is pretty much Un as I remember him, wearing a typical sports outfit.
No way.
Very
the
American.
Nike outfit is crazy.
He was
dude.
wearing Chicago Bulls shirts,
The Chicago
shorts,
Bulls shirts.
and Michael Jordan shoes. We were quite impressed by that.
Dude, even he's like literally giving you a first-hand account of how dripped out he was.
We were
Literally,
playing
first-hand
basketball,
account
and
of saying that
Un
like his
was looking
drip
for
was
people
impeccable.
to play with. I'll never forget him with a
What is this gold chain, bro? Doesn't he look like some kid that you would buy like a like weed from in high school? He looks like, dude, I swear he looks like one of them kids that like listens to like, I don't know, like Immortal Technique or some shit. Like,
cheeky smile on his face, at the basketball court.
did he just say chinky smile? No
We
way.
pretty much just played constantly.
He used to
was
ball up on the court.
Very passionate. You could clearly see that he wants to win. He was very good, very quick. He was on a completely different level than you might think
No,
by
I
looking
am
at the pictures
speechless.
from today. We all liked having him in our
I
team.
am speechless. I am speechless. Kim Jong-un
We did have
in the paint,
interesting,
going hard in the
chats
paint.
about
He literal
There was
first-hand
one
accounts.
occasion where,
But, you know,
I was just asking something like,
I mean, I'm
how
not saying
is
that
it
he's
there?
not telling the
And
truth, but
I remember him saying that North Korea is.
I mean, I can see why he
is
has some sort of
advanced.
pressure to
It's
say good
going to
things.
be a
You know,
big player in the future.
but that's
you can definitely
I don't want to
say
start any
that he was
conspiracy
proud
theories,
of
but
his
I
country.
truly do believe, because with you know what I mean. That's
He
insane.
really
bro. I
enjoys
can't
kind of
imagine
the life
little
of
Kim
being
Jong Un
a
on the
rich
court
kid
with some
in
French
Europe.
Jordan. It's like just dominating the court. Yo.
He
This is
saw
great.
NBA games in Paris. He went off skiing in the Swiss Alps.
Damn, that shit looks fun as fuck, bro. Could you imagine? Some like rich North Korean dictator kid is like your best friend, and he's just like
But back in North
taking
Korea,
all types of ski
there are
trips and shit.
changes inside the family.
Hold on, wait. Just hold on.
But back in North Korea, there are changes.
What do you have to do? What I just need to know, like, what do you have to do to get this many medals? And notice how they're on the other side of his jacket too, right? What do you have to do to get this many medals? How do you get that? What do you have to do?
Inside the family. Kim Jong-un's mother is dying of cancer.
Damn.
Which means Kim's aunt and uncle are about to lose their connection to the dynasty. Fearing they may be cast aside, they decide to act.
Decide to act. What?
Slipping out of the house under cover of darkness, his aunt and uncle take refuge in the U.S. Embassy.
What?
Claiming political asylum, they are spirited away to a military base in Germany.
Kim Jong-un was at home. They did not say goodbye. They left him in the middle of the night. It must have been an extremely traumatic experience for Kim Jong-un to be abandoned like that.
After debriefing by the CIA, Kim's aunt and uncle are given new identities, flown to the U.S., and vanish from sight.
Imagine.
For the past 20 years, they have been living this completely anonymous life in Middle America, running a dry cleaners.
Imagine you just chilling. And it's,
So nobody knows their
you
true
walk past Kim
identities.
Jong-un's uncle.
But journalist Anna Fifield tracked them down and arranged a meeting.
No way.
I did not expect them to show up, and even like that morning when they called to say they were on their way to where we'd agreed to meet, you know, I was surprised when they showed up.
It's kind of crazy. This whole
Kim
story
Jong-un's
so far
aunt
is
walked
insane.
into the cafe, like I caught my breath because she looked exactly like her sister, Kim Jong-un's mother.
No
And I
way.
spent the entire weekend with them talking about Kim Jong-un, about, you know, what he was like as a child. And they described him as a normal kid who was a little bit misunderstood. Quite strange. I distinctly remember sitting on the couch there with them. At the time,
like-
Kim Jong-un was launching missiles.
The projectile was fired from a
Damn, dude,
2,000-ton
could you imagine
submarine.
being like
And
such a
South Korean military
dysfunctional
officials
family?
believe the missile's
Like you want to
rocket
be like a
booster did
normal
ignite.
kid so bad, just play basketball and like, you know,
There's Kim Jong-un
have
in a
Jordans
submarine
and go
looking
chill,
at
go skiing and
missiles,
shit. But then
and
at the
the
meantime,
uncle
like
said,
your dad
they
wants you
never
to
say
build,
anything
like,
good about him.
nuclear weapons and take over the family drug business.
Kim Jong-un never completes his studies in Europe.
Oh my God, this shit's crazy.
Age 17, he's recalled to North Korea.
Damn. Or go back to, imagine, like, people are worried about going back
Within
to
a
college.
decade,
You're about
Kim
to
will
graduate
find
high
himself
school.
the
It's your senior
supreme
year.
leader of the
People are
most
stressed out, but then this fool has to
repressive
go
dictatorship
back
on
to North Korea.
He had lived in the West,
run
he
the
had
country.
seen
It's
freedom up
crazy.
close. So when he took over, a lot of people thought that he would be a reformer.
Dude, he do have like the Korean fade though. The Korean fade is insane.
And in fact, early on in his tenure, he stood up and he said that North Koreans would never have to tighten their belts again.
Koreans be having like them fades like how Mexicans do. You know what I mean?
So if
Some,
he
like,
wants to
very, like,
remain in
high-level
power
shit
for
right there. It's
decades,
crazy.
he can't just hold on like his father did. He really has to show an improvement in the standard of living inside North Korea.
성대한 열병식을 진행하게 됩니다.
No way. How many people do you think that is? Do you think that's like 1 million or 2 million? Dude, it's crazy. Imagine if these are all the dudes that could take a shovel to the chest. It's done. These are all dudes that are out here like doing backflips. This is like an army of super soldiers. It's crazy. Bro. Is this like, this is just like what the ski squad looks like. He's just coming up here to see, like, to ski. This is the ski rental place. Imagine you just go into like the shop and you're just trying to rent some skis, and it's like, "Oh, hello. I would like to rent some skis today, sir." And he looks at you.
Kim Jong-un is the only ruler of North Korea to have lived in the West. And his time in Switzerland left its mark on the supreme leader.
See? Dude, that coat is insane.
Kim
though.
Jong-un, in the early years of his rule, I saw this desire for his country to be more worldly, for his people to be more worldly.
In 2012, Kim ordered the construction of a ski resort near his capital, Pyongyang.
Ordered the construction of the ski resort.
More alpine centers followed, complete with all the après-ski perks.
That's cool.
I was one of the first foreigners.
People always
to
love to
visit
talk about like
a little
the forced
piece of
labor
Switzerland
camps, the
in North Korea.
starvation, the lack of access to electricity, clean water.
I could see the
But,
wheels turning.
You know, these are the things that they don't really talk about. I mean, does this look so bad? You know, sure, we all get a little like, oh, I want to shoot a nuke at you, you know? Like, of course, we all have those moments. But then we have moments like this, you know? We all have it within us.
In Kim Jong-un's head. Around that time, there was a
Okay.
lot of hope and speculation that this would be a moment for a very different type of North Korea.
Kim builds his citizens theme parks and shopping malls, all in the name of North Korea's bright economic future.
So we see the development of things like amusement parks, high-end restaurants, department stores, All of these things are also part of the Kim brand.
The Kim
It's
brand.
designed to show his people that Kim is going to move the country forward.
In the drive to rebrand his kingdom, Kim has an ally, his celebrity wife.
Ri Sol-ju was a famous singer in North Korea.
Who?
She would be
Ri
instantly
Sol-ju?
recognizable to any North Korean who's ever watched TV.
That's cool.
In 2018, Kim changes his wife's official title from comrade to first lady.
From comrade to first
She has
lady.
a very distinct
No way.
role. She's very much like the Kate Middleton of North Korea. She
Kate
is there
Middleton.
to kind of humanize her husband, but also the two of them together are supposed to be a kind of modern, aspirational couple. They're showing the future of North Korea.
The future
Leading
of
North Korea into the future presents Kim with another challenge. In a digital age shaped by the internet and social media, Kim is under pressure to ensure his people aren't left behind.
If he's going to rule for decades to come, he has to build his loyalty base. He wants to woo his generation. So he started experimenting with internet access, expanding cell phone access. Those are all monumental changes for a country like North Korea.
Recently, Kim has gone
Youth
further,
Day.
authorizing North Korea's very own social media stars.
This is where a big concert is
What?
going to take place. The occasion is to celebrate the Youth Day.
Youth Day?
They even have their own influencers now.
I didn't realize how many songs we had about young people. Bro. What the fuck, bro? This video's kind of good, but it's that time. It's about time to get it going here. Yeah. Spooky time. No, I don't think I want to say spooky time no more. I mean, spooky time is universal. You know, I feel like yeah, she did sound like she had like a like the dude behind the camera had like a gun, like pointed, like he was just like, wow, I didn't realize that this is why I'm loving this. So, yeah. I was kind of thinking that too. But which one were we playing last time? Yes. We're about to go into the back rooms here. The back rooms unbounded. I was going to say the back rooms unbounded. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Kitty is right behind me. You know, I think he actually loves me. Oh, this is the one that had me scared to death. I was so terrified with this one, honestly. Like, insanely terrified. Nothing happened yet. Well, a couple things that, like, the light, besides the light bulbs popping in and out. That was mainly it, but yeah, it was just the back rooms unbounded. Continue. You know what's crazy? I'm just trying to click continue, but the game is like not doing it. Strange. Oh well. I'll just what do you do? Open it and close it again. I'll just unplug it and plug it back in. There we go. Continue. Continue. There we go. Bruh. Bruh, indeed. It said, wake up! Am I starting from the beginning? The fact I have to start from the beginning again is making me kind of upset. Even though I only did about 30 seconds of the game anyway. It's all good. I don't know. You tell me. I feel like you would know. You would know way more than I would. I feel like those are, you know, your people. Of course, you know. And then when it gets right here, I'm like, is the game loading? Here we go. So I assume he's just like a police officer. And then like he fell into the back rooms. Okay. Alright, here we go. We're doing this. E. Let's just do this with the keyboard instead of the controller. Let's do it. Door, okay. Okay, gotta find the key. It's not here. Where would it be at? I think it was over here. Okay. That's where I just came from. Okay, here we go. Perfect. See, that wasn't too bad. Okay, then said F. Alright. Okay. Oh, we gotta find the key for this door. Okay. Okay, now I remember why I don't like this. Is it just me, or do you see that little thing like flashing on the side of the wall? Yeah, look at that. Bro. You see that, right? How do you not see that? Please tell me you see that. Kitty. Oh my god, dude. I'm out of here. Come on. I do not like it when it's dark. Please bring the lights back on. Okay. Okay, that's what really got me right there. And then when we came around this corner, of course. let's try. Okay. Well, I tried. Try what year it is. Okay. Well, here it says it's 20. 2010. It's gonna need one more number. I don't know if that's gonna cut it. I don't want to do this. I could have sworn I just saw something. Do you think that person had something on their body? Like a key card or something? Gotta make sure that flashlight stay on. What if we go back and the body's not there? That would just be crazy. I feel like that would just be insane. I feel like we might just see like that. I feel like we might just see this is crazy, I swear. This is insane. Come on, let me check the body. I feel like these types of situations have me really I don't like it. Yeah, it would just been insane if it was just like walking around. Like if I come back and it's gone. Is it gone? Okay. What do I do? Do I just walk into the middle of like... I don't want to. I know they want me to, yeah. This one is really good at like making you feel like you're being watched because you know you are. And now like you see a dead body and it makes it feel that much more dangerous. We're just walking through the back rooms. Everything's cool. Just chilling. Just chilling in the back rooms, dog. Something on me. Oh my god, dude. If I have a heart attack, at least you'll know this is how I died.
3, 4, 2, 1, 7. 3, 4, 2, 1, 7.
This is insane. You know, I feel like if you like went to like Area 51 and you were like, you know, in the warehouse or something, I feel like this is what it would look like. You know? Like if you were getting abducted by aliens, I feel like this is what it would look like. I feel like I am just like okay. Oh my god. Chris Redfield and Joe Rogan in the sauna. Was this the highway? Thank you, Joe Rogan. Thank you, Joe Rogan. You've got to be kidding me. It's Joe Rogan and Chris Redfield. Hello? Who's in here? Dude, I should have not said that. I'm terrified. It's been way too quiet for too long. I keep pausing the game because I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? You know, like in the other one where like it's like your sanity meter, where like you're playing, like if you play too long without drinking the almond water, you go crazy. I feel like I'm at that point with this particular game, dude. I just, dude. Yeah, like what the hell is this? It's all sideways and shit. Yeah, bro. This is cursed. Cursed, cursed, cursed. Why did they let me crouch? No way. Okay. I am speechless, dude. This is crazy. Watch the lights turn on. This is insane, to be honest. What did I tell you? I literally told you. I'm just gonna assume we're dead now. For real. That's insane. I had another one that was pretty good. Let's try this one. I guess this is bro. Okay, let's see. No way it's gonna take that long to extract. That's crazy. While it's doing that, I can probably play something else. Oh, this one looks like it's pretty good. Oh, no. Yeah. Wow, dude, there's so many good ones. Bunker 73 was so good. Bunker 73 was unbelievably good. Sure. Missing Time, Slide in the Woods, Tiki Tiki, Moonlit Dread. That one seems pretty cool. The Building 71 Incident. Yeah. You know what time it is. The infamous PlayStation 1 demo disc. Legendary gaming here. I'm actually really excited for this. I've been waiting to do this for a long time. Of course, we're gonna have to connect the controller for this one. Oh, can't even use the controller. So sick. This is so sick, dude. I remember my first time playing PlayStation 1. I was 4 years old. 4 years old. and the graphics on everything looked just like this. Life. On a cold winter's day, I was making my way to work. I turned around the corner. The street was freshly plowed. There was not a soul to be seen. I had no idea where I was going. It almost seemed as if I was lost. And then I made my way down this alley to where I came to a small door. Apparently this is where I worked. Or someplace I was visiting. I don't know. Was this building ever even here? Before? There was a restroom to my left. And a strange creature. A magenta skeleton stood at the concierge desk. His cowboy hat and multicolored eyes stood in stark contrast to his long flowing cape.
Welcome, friend.
Wow. Haunted games birthed from the accursed minds of your world. Lose yourself in them as they pierce through your corneas and into the back of your skull. You may never leave this place, so make the best of it. Oh, and one more thing. No smoking in the museum and absolutely no dying in the museum. Don't go getting your corpse germs all over everything. No smoking and no dying. Oakley dokley. So ladies and gentlemen, we cannot smoke in here. They won't let us in the bathroom either. Wait, you can go in the bathroom? Wow, you can go into the bathroom. What's in here? Can't go into the stall. At RK 92, 98. Can you use the bathroom? Cool. It's kind of cool to let you come in here, though. He's gone. You go to the imagine you go to the bathroom and then he's just gone. You're in this crazy, strange place. And then he's just like gone. That's crazy, bro. Look at that. Alright, let's go to the first floor. Wow. So this whole place is like the menu for all the games you can go to. It's like a collection. This is insane, bro. Imagine you're just walking and then you go through like a door to like a building and it just takes you here. And it has like all these like doors that take you to other universes. Still Ridge. That music is crazy though. An astral traveler navigates the dreams and nightmares of the citizens of Still Ridge, a West Virginia mountain town with a sinister history. Wow. When I pressed 1 for more info, it brought up a link to like the dude's Twitter page. That's cool. It says content warning blood. It's a bag with some blood on it. What? What? Oh. That's really cool. So it's a game that takes you to other games. And you physically have to like switch to the other screen because it opens up like another program inside the game. Sick. This game is called Still Ridge. Give me like 3 minutes, I'll be right back. Enjoy the forest. I am back. See, it's cool about bed stream. Get that pillow going. Hope everybody that's tuned in is having a good day. I know things may not seem like it's on the up and up, but everything ain't gotta be perfect, you know? Gotta appreciate life's ups and downs. You win some, you lose some. But you just gotta stay focused. Stay positive, you know? Stay true to yourself, you know? I like how for the menu, instead of start, continue, settings, exit, is dream, remember, configure, and awake. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I have to get cakes and almond milk. Cat. Hi. Hi, cat. Come here. Every night the same dream. The details may be different, but the narrative is familiar. In the This look crazy. Hold on, wait. One moment. This is what happens when you give a spoiled cat a little bit of almond milk. Give them just a little bit of almond milk. And then they think they just rule the world here. One moment. Cool. So we're just pointing and clicking. Okay. Bro.